It's day 5 in Scotland and day 3 with Adventures by Disney, and today we're heading beyond the city into the rolling landscapes of the Scottish borders. Our destination is Kelso, home to the largest inhabited residence of its kind in Scotland. From a private tour of the Duke's personal quarters to shortbread making with his private chef, a guided walk through the stunning gardens, and a few surprises, this royal experience brought out a few tears. Join us as we take in the Scottish countryside and visit a living piece of royalty. Today we visit Flores Castle. Morning. Who's excited for Flores Castle?
Dope.
Good morning from our beautiful breakfast. This is a gorgeous dining room with a lovely view of a historic building across the street. The continental breakfast is included, but this is the best continental breakfast I've ever had. They have like fresh fruit smoothies, different types of eggs that are farm fresh, delicious, bacon. They just came over and provided some fresh sourdough toast, high quality coffee, all of the fresh fruit. So it's done really well, and it's all included in our ABD. Today we are going to the Flores Castle, and this is along the Scottish borders. I believe the drive should be about an hour. This castle and was a private residence. It was built in 1721, and that's really all I know. But we're gonna go tour. We are gonna go make some shortbread cookies and explore the gardens. I think the kids have a scavenger hunt, and it should be a good day. All right, Scott's happy. He's on a luxury motor coach. He's got his coffee in his cup holder.
This is fantastic.
Are you a fan?
This is like better and cleaner than an airplane.
It is. As you may remember from the last video, we teamed up with Disney's premier small group travel company to experience an 8-day journey through Scotland, and we're traveling with 2 incredible Disney-trained adventure guides. One is Di, a local Scot and true expert on Scottish history and culture, and the other is Amanda, an American Disney representative who has worked for the company for years. Together, they act as our concierges, storytellers, and logistical wizards throughout this journey. During our hour-plus drive, Di gave us a fantastic introduction to Scottish culture.
We have our own soda. We guys call it soft drink. It's iron brew. Has anybody tried it?
From helpful vocabulary to local customs to fun facts about towns we passed along the way. Her quick wit and unmistakable Scottish accent made the drive both entertaining and informative. Now, this is where we have a lapse in footage as we were unable to film inside, and I so wish we could have brought you with us. Our first event of the day was a private tea reception with the Duke's staff. In the grand foyer of the castle, we enjoyed tea and bites, and then a private tour of the Duke of Roxburghe's home, which he and his family still inhabit today. But he isn't the first, of course. As I mentioned, it was built in 1721 for the first Duke. The tour felt quite intimate as we passed aged and current portraits of the family, and during the tour, the kids of the group were given a scavenger hunt in which they happily partook and worked as a team to spot historic pieces in each room. After, I asked the kids if they were bored, and they both in unison replied, not at all. Next up, a lunch just for our group using local ingredients from their farm and garden.
This morning we've had a castle tour, which was really great, and right now we are enjoying a private lunch in their cafe, and we're halfway through and it's been amazing. So far, for me, this has been a very cool trip. Luxurious, it kind of feels. It feels special. I think we feel special, so it's good. I think there's like 55,000 acres, if my mind serves correctly. And they do everything here. Farming, agriculture, cattle, all of those things. Ashley and I had asparagus, grilled asparagus, that was served with some hummus and some microgreens, which was fabulous,
From their garden, too.
from their garden.
After lunch came a sweet surprise from our adventure guides, ice cream. We each picked a flavor to enjoy on the go before dividing into two groups. One set off to explore during free time, while the other baked shortbread cookies with the Duke's private chef. Then we switched. This is pretty rough, isn't it?
This is so rough.
Disney just bought us ice cream, and we're at a castle. This is just unreal.
The Scottish countryside behind me.
This is real life. This is unbelievable.
Blows my mind that this is a working castle and the family lives here.
Mm-hmm. Did you
Duke
like?
of Roxburghe.
Yeah. They actually live here. Did you like the tour?
I loved the tour. I always want so much more. I want them to bring me to intimate spaces, like. What is like the person that you don't get to see, like where they live like day to day.
Oh, yeah.
The rooms they said they use, but like, where's the 80-inch television? Like, what does that look like for a royal family? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do they have Netflix?
Do they have Netflix? What do the kids' bedrooms look like? I mean, it sounds a little personal, but.
During time on our own, we mingled with other families, the kids played a game of baseball, and we just enjoyed the quiet stillness of the fields. You could hear a pin drop out there, although there were sheep bleating in the distance. It was absolutely magical. Just a reminder that I'm an elite travel agent with Fantastical Vacations, and I book Adventures by Disney. I would love to chat with you about it. Reach out and let's get you and the family on an adventure. Good job, Scott.
I don't know how to turn them into.
Yeah.
Make sure the cinnamon is all mixed
So
throughout.
moving on to the fun part or the messy part, whichever way you want to treat it.
Everybody just do your
After an enjoyable afternoon making shortbread cookies with custom add-ins, Scott and I opted for the apricot. It was time for a private tour of the gardens while the kids play with the adventure guides on the playground. Right now we are touring the gardens of Flora's castle. We have a private guide who's taking us through and telling us all about the history of the gardens. This is so beautiful. Can you smell that?
Smells
Fresh air and flowers.
so good. Smells so good.
Can you smell that Scottish landscape?
And she's not talking about my armpits. Get it, Scott? Armpits smell.
I just got it. Scottish landscape. That was a good one.
What do you think?
I can die a happy woman. This was unbelievable. I'm honestly trying to hold an emotion. I know that sounds dramatic, but this is so beautiful. And I just love beautiful English gardens, and this is the most beautiful garden I've ever seen in my entire life. It's unreal. And we were just walked through and told all of the history of the garden, and this dates back to, I mean, the 1800s, did she say?
The last iteration of this garden was like 1850s. But it's just wild. I think the heart-wrenching thing for me is just as a society or culture, like, the idea of being a gardener has been lost. Like, we don't put nearly enough attention into these sorts of things, like
Ourselves included.
ourselves included. Yeah, for sure. But like just flowers and plants and all this, it's just, sorry, but God intended to have us like nurture the land, and we don't do that today. And it's like these sorts of spaces that are just too few and far between. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think we lucked out again with the weather.
It's perfect.
It is perfect.
It's perfect. And Di has the kids right now. They're doing the zip line and playground area, and we're being walked around, and we have this private tour. It is absolutely beautiful. If you have the chance to come to Floor's Castle, 100% it is worth it. And you can spend an entire day here. But this is amazing. Alright, so earlier we made shortbread, and we just got on the bus, and look at what we have. It's our shortbread that we made. And it has beautiful Floor's Castle ribbon, and it has a little label, and it says Floor's Castle, and it says Disney Shortbread.
Oh my gosh. We're going to keep that ribbon forever.
Good teamwork.
It's apricot and cinnamon. I hope it's good.
We made our own shortbread. Alright, you want to put it up and have it?
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
Here we go.
Oh look, it's a Mickey snowman.
Oh, get that bite in.
Mm.
Is it good? Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then, right, I know the savories. Those
Dude. Master baker right here.
We had good guidance from the Duke and Duchess's private chef.
Certainly did.
We sure enjoyed those cookies, so much so that I experienced some sort of strange allergic reaction and my eyes swelled up on the way home into the next day. Maybe it was the apricot, not quite sure. Given the fat eyes and the full day behind us, we decided to wind down early. Ooh, Oliver's in the shower.
We caved. We got some room service at the hotel. Final night in Edinburgh. What are you gonna do?
You got fish and chips. The kids got pasta, and I got a burger. We were just really tired, and it's our last night. We should be out in Edinburgh right now, but the kids really wanted room service, and it just kind of sounded nice to put on pajamas. So this is what we're doing.
All right, gang. So we are wrapping up our last day in Edinburgh, where we had some time in the Borders and Floor's Castle. Kids, what did you guys think of today?
I liked it. My favorite part was probably making shortbread cookies.
I had a feeling.
That was fun. What about you, bud?
I like the park, and I like the scavenger hunt in the castle.
What scavenger hunt?
The quiz. They call it a quiz. The kids were into it, and you guys were helping each other out and talking to Miss Di, and she was really helping too. Di's our adventure guide. Yeah, there was no boredom whatsoever. These kids were highly engaged.
All of the kids were, which was even better.
Yeah, it was cool to see like even the older kids helping the little kids and vice versa. And then seeing, I think, all of you guys on the swing. There was a tire swing, and all of the kids were just crammed on there, and they were going back and forth, huh?
And so, babe, what did you think of today?
Oh my gosh, this was my favorite day so far. And I know we're still on the front end of our trip, but if there's a perfect day, that is it for me. I mean, I guess I could have added a cup of coffee in my hand, and then it would have been the perfect day. No, but it was bliss, pure bliss. I mean, beautiful grounds, beautiful castle, beautiful gardens, the most beautiful gardens I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It was a dream. It was truly a dream. And to see a working castle that, you know, still has residents, that was really weird. Like walking through and seeing all their pictures, like this is the current Duke and his daughter, and we see pictures of her on her pony and everything. It almost felt a little bit invasive, but it was really cool. And then just like meeting the staff and having the Duke and Duchess's private chef teach us how to make shortbread. And then like we asked him, you know, what do you make for the Duke and Duchess? And kind of chatting about that. That was like just unreal. What did you think?
Fun fact, they're healthy. They eat salads.
Yeah. What was your fave?
Oh, the whole thing. I mean, I just wrapped the whole thing together. I love the motor coach experience, which is silly. It's like we were in a motor coach, but I love that kind of stuff. And just the beautiful weather and just being around a gigantic old castle that's lived in and active and just all that up together and just enjoying that experience with you guys and I guess some new friends from our tour group. I think it was just really cool. It was just very lovely and relaxing. It was what I would consider to be a true vacation type day.
And it was a private tour that we had, and there was not a soul in sight when we got there. And then seeing the castle representative there with her beautiful accent welcoming us, you know, it just felt so official, almost felt like royalty
Oh, for sure.
in a silly way off of our motor coach. So that was really cool. All right, we are going to go to bed because we're very sleepy, and then we have to put out our luggage, and it is getting transferred for us, not to us, for us. We don't even have to touch them after we drop them outside of our room, and it just magically appears in our next hotel room. So that's really nice. And then we have a couple fun things planned tomorrow. So everyone say goodnight. On our next video, we check out of this gorgeous hotel and head north to the Highlands of Scotland. But first, a little whiskey and another castle on the way. You don't want to miss it, so be sure to like and subscribe because there is much ahead. Thanks for being here.
And until the next adventure.